Well, welcome to our training call for the Light Your Dream team. We are doing this one a little bit earlier in the month because we're just coming off of Fling. So I want to, hang on here. Allison's saying she can't get in. Okay, well, we'll have to deal with that here in a minute. Okay, so yeah, we're just coming off links. I didn't want to wait till the third Wednesday to give you the information. So much was shared. I don't even know where to begin to tell you all that happened. So a lot of it I've already shared in the Facebook group. So some of the particulars I'm not going to go over. I'm going to try to give you the information that maybe we haven't covered yet. But oh, what a blast. This year it was in Chandler, Arizona at the Crown Plaza Hotel. It was a beautiful old resort. We got in early, so spent a little time with family, and then all day Friday, we basically hung out in the pool with Bobby and his son Michael and Charlie. So those are the owners of the company, if you aren't aware of that yet, if you're new. But yeah, what a wonderful time just to hang out in the pool and have some fun. And then, boy, we got right into the training and so much information was shared, so much recognition, new scents, a lot of things happening. So it's a really exciting time to be part of Mia Bella Candles. So one of the things that we talked about at the leaders meeting and dinner on Friday night was that we are in the process of developing a preferred customer program. So if you've ever had those situations where you've had somebody interested in enrolling, but then they got to the point of asking, well, why do I have to provide my social security number? I just want to buy some product, at wholesale. Well, this program is going to allow them to do that. They just will be enrolling with an email. They don't have to use their social security number, and they're looking at implementing this in January of 2024. So still a few things to work out in the details, but basically what they would be doing, it would be an auto ship. They would get 2 candles for $29.95 plus their shipping and sales tax. And they can come and go and leave the program whenever they want. And they would be able to add on an additional 10% discount to additional items beyond those 2 jars. The sponsor then would also be earning commission of 25%, just like you do now with sales from your website. So this just give them an opportunity to either buy at retail or join the club. And then they should be then in your email list, and you'll talk to them about potentially sometime upgrading to maybe a distributor. But a lot more to come on that as we get closer to January and the details get worked out. But a lot of the leaders were really excited about the potential of this program. And then some kind of the fun statistics that they gave us. The fragrance of the month and what were the best sellers was the Day of the Dead. In first place, Holiday Memories, Bella's Irish Cream, Mimosa Rose, and Root Beer Floats. And then they went through all the cause candles. Boy, we did a lot of cause candles this year, from the Hope Candle to the teachers back to school, the Hope for Suicide Prevention, autism, the military, just a ton of stuff. So it was really interesting to hear some of the statistics on that. The fall and winter of 2022, there were 133 fundraising orders that were placed. And so that was 21,000 candles at $8 profit per candle is $170,000 that were earned by the group just during that fall and winter. And then the spring and summer of 23, there were 45 orders and about 5,500 candles. So that was a profit to the group of $44,000. So over the year then, because of the fundraising efforts, our groups earned over $214,000. So just amazing that we've been so successful with the fundraising. Some of the top fundraising sellers, number 1 was Stress No More, and then Peace, Love, and Watermelon, Bugs No More, Lavender Lemonade, and Odor No More. So three spots went to the No More line. So that was kind of fun. They are releasing 22 fall scents. Some of them will have some new names. Some of the same favorites are included in there. They did release 5 winter, or they will be shortly here, 5 of the winter scents because they will be part of the fundraising, which occurs in the fall. So those are gonna be released. Some of them will have new labels. Once the old labels are used up, then they'll start implementing the new labels. They did training on fundraising. The number 1 8-ounce candle was Bugs No More. And then, in the groups, there is a list of those since then that, are came out yesterday on August 1st. Some of the others will be coming out a little bit later in August. So a lot of talk on the groups about the new candles. This was the saddle leather that was released, and yeah, cool label. So that is now available. And then the grazing grass. I got sent Mia melts of that, but I don't have a candle in that one, but I've got that one. So those are available. I think one of Allison and my favorite scents that we got to smell is going to be the Day of the Dead that will be coming out end of August. It'll have kind of the same name, but it's going to have a new label than they had last year and a new scent. And I probably don't even know how to say this, but it's horchata. So kind of a sweet Mexican milk, I guess. But oh, it was yummy, yummy. So can't wait to get that one. And they released 2 new scents in the Mia mini melts. You get 100 of those. Actually, here's a little, this is what it looks like. So this is a half the size of the melts, and it's already in the bag, and you just have to add the label for the scent or your contact information. But now that's available in the Fruit Loops. And hang on, I lost my page. Fruit Loops and White Citrus. White Citrus was a good popular scent this year. And they did release that in the air freshener as well. One of my favorites from last year was the Root Beer Floats. That's coming back out. And then they are going to be releasing, again, late August, maybe into beginning of September, 3 of the 3-wick candles. We used to call them the coffee table candles. And that'll be in the Fireside Retreat, the Whispering Trails, and the Wild West Zest. So those we got to smell and try to guess what those scents are. So that was a lot of fun too. The leaders did develop new fundraising order forms this year, so it'll be a little bit different, a little easier to fold up and put into an envelope to send off as maybe part of a prospecting packet trying to obtain a fundraiser. Send it off to the coordinator to show what they're going to be used. But now you are getting 50 in a pack instead of 25, and it's only $13.95. So full color, beautiful, beautiful order forms for such a reasonable price. So the first day was just full of product after product and award after award. And one thing that was mentioned is that our new wooden lids, if you're not familiar with these can actually be placed on the 8-ounce candles as well. They come with the metal lid, but if you wanted to remove those, this actually does fit on the 8-ounce as well. So that was a little trick that was released to us. Now, we talked about the trip. They announced the new location for the 2024 Top Achievers trip will be to Punta Cana, and it will be in April. So mark that on your calendar. And then I just, placed a little visual in the team group if you want to save that picture to have yourself kind of picture yourself there. But a part of that it's more points this year. Last year you had to have 10,000 points. This year you're going to have 13,000 points. And so it is going to take either you doing a lot of shows or a lot of face-to-face, or the easier way is to do fundraising. That's where you're going to get the volumes. And we've talked about that before on training, that's really how Allison and I earned the trip to Jamaica last year. We earned it last year. We took it this year. It was doing fundraising, but also it's going to be some sponsoring. July, man, those that sponsored in July, lucky for you. I had a bad month, but those that did good, you got lots of points. You got doubles in sponsoring. So it's going to be a combination of being a sponsor, being a good sponsor, and helping your team members to also promote. But that training is kind of listed out. You know, there's the document here about how much points are attributed to each activity. But I just want you to, you know, be aware now that fundraising is going to be a huge part of this. And now is the time to prepare for those fundraisers. It might seem a little bit early at this point that we're just hitting August, but this is when you start preparing. You start making the contacts, asking, reaching out, trying to get those fundraisers set up. Because as you can tell in those numbers that I gave you, it was like 133 orders in the fall, winter, and only 45 in the summer. So the fall, winter is when fundraising is absolutely most successful. So now all of that training is in our training site. All of the new cents are listed out. It's very detailed. There's a recording there. So please give some thought to engaging in fundraisers. Take a look at the training. Let us know if you have any questions, and let's start reaching out and putting those fundraisers on the calendar so that we can get points so that we can earn this trip. Because boy, while Alice and I had a great time with our husbands, and it is funny, people ask us, what'd you guys do? And we're like, we sat on the beach and we drank rum. That's it. Oh yes, that was it. And it was glorious. So it would be still so much more fun if we had more of the Light Your Dream team joining us on the trip. So it is always our goal, Allison and I, no matter what promotion is going on, to help you build your business. Really, all of the tools are there. We've done tons and tons of recording that's on the training site. Any way that you want to build your business, the training is there. Then you have the Facebook group to ask questions or reach out to us, you know, individually. But honestly, you know, when you ask questions, put them on the group, because somebody else probably has that same question and they can learn from it as well. And if Allison and I can't get to answering the question, you know, maybe another one of our partners can, because, you know, they've done some of those activities as well and can help you get going. So please seriously consider fundraising. Let me see what else we got here. Gosh, so much. I was so excited to see so many of our team members achieve awards. And I did kind of post those on the group to recognize the hard efforts that so many of you did make. And boy, did it pay off. We had a great year on the Light Your Dream team. Boy, let me just see. I tried to take notes, but sometimes honestly, they were going so fast and people were jumping up and the music was playing, and boy, we were just having a good time. It was a fun conference. Fun conference. Let's see. As we posted, the Fling has been announced for next year back at Pennsylvania at Wilkes-Barre, where the company is headquartered. So you can see the warehouse where they make the scents. So that is just an awesome experience to get a tour of that. So you want to put that on your calendar. That was going to be, let's see what the dates here was. July. Allison, what was the dates that? I got so many notes, it's hard to figure that out, but we have it on the group. It's all listed out there. So I want you to, again, give some serious consideration to attending the company convention. If you're serious about your business, that's where you need to be. And, you know, for those on the East Coast, yeah, it's not going to cost you as much in travel expenses, but I always plan from the day after Fling, I'm going to save $1,500 so that by the next July, when the event occurs, I've got my money to pay for my registration. And this time, you know, it was $199. And that covered all of the training, a ton of free product that they give away. Also the meals, we got a Friday night free meal for the leaders. You know, we got Saturday lunch, Sunday lunch, Sunday dinner. So, you know, that $199 is so worth it. And we stayed in a fabulous resort and it was $99 a night. It was gorgeous. So if you start planning now and just put a little bit, you know, whatever, figure out how much you need to save, $1,000, you know, $750, start putting that percentage away from your monthly check, your commission check, or your sales. And by the time that you're ready to make the trip, you've got the money saved, and then it's a business write-off. Um, that's why we have a small business, so that we can make money and then write off our expenses. So it is definitely worth it. We had a fabulous time. So Allison, you want to go through a little bit of your experience from the weekend and what you learned and thought about it?
Oh boy, it was, like you said, fantastic. And it's funny, all the years we've been in the business, Kathy double the time I've been in it. Every time I go to Fling, I learn something new. It's just amazing. I get a new idea. People are sharing what they're doing to build their business, things that maybe I never thought of. And so I'm always picking up new ideas and stuff. And like I was going to mention, Kathy did, it is a tax write-off. You can write off your airfare, the hotel, everything for that fling is a business write-off. So keep your receipts, keep organized, and that. And then I was going to show you that I got the brochure for fundraising, and it's very nice. And I love that we get 50 in the package instead of 25 like we did previous years. So this is great because you never know if somebody's going to call and they're going to want 30 packets like that. So you better have them ready to go, and you get more for your money than last year. They're smaller, but they're beautiful, you know. And if you want information besides the training that Kathy talked about on fundraising, there was a thread we started last year, and everybody was sharing ideas on fundraising. There must have been 100 posts on there. So just do a search on our Light Your Dream Team group under fundraising, and I'm sure that thread will pop up, or I'll tag you in it if you need it.
I think we'll start a new one for this fall too. Same thing. Let's kind of get a thread going. It's so helpful when people share the ideas of the types of groups that they're communicating with. I'm working with a volleyball club right now, so yeah, we'll start a new thread. Put on there your ideas, who you've reached out to, what kind of success that you've had, and let's do it together. This kind of goes to your pacing, partners. Obviously, that can be an individual one-on-one check-in that you've set up, but also, using that fundraising thread, it kind of lets all of us know who is going to be engaging in this aspect of building your business, and then we can cheer each other on and answer questions. And yeah, because it was really successful doing it that way. So let's start a new thread for this season.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. Um, if you yeah, another thing is some people may have not have watched the August kickoff. Make sure you watch that. An email was sent out. They talk about everything happening now for fall and the new scents that are coming out. So you want to stay updated. So make sure you watch that video. But as far as Fling, I'll tell you, the stories were just so inspiring. There was many tears in that room sometimes. Um, Bob told a story about one of the distributors, and she was very passionate about Mia Bella. She loved her candles. She, had her customers, and she worked her business, and she was very passionate. But she became very ill, and she went into hospice, and it was she still wanted her candles. So her husband had called Bob and said, cancel her auto ship, because she's very ill. And he explained to him that he didn't want the candles sent anymore. And so Bob canceled her auto ship, and she called like almost immediately and started yelling at Bob, "Why can't I order my candles, Bob?" And he didn't know what to say. And he goes, "Oh, well, I'll make sure it's turned on." So we put it back on for her, and she ordered her candles. And then I guess the husband called and was giving Bob some information. And Bob said, "Listen, I can't talk to you. Your wife is the one the name is on the business, and she wants her candles. So I can't talk to you about it anymore." And I just have to respect what she wants. And I guess shortly after that, she had passed away. And what was so wonderful is one of the distributors helped the husband with all the candles that they had in stock. The distributors pitched in and bought the candles and the melts from him. So they were able to get all the money back for him that she had spent on the candles. And and also other stories about people going through health issues and just tragedies in their families, and how hard it was for them. But the Me and Bella business kept them focused and happy, and that was something that they were really passionate about. And no matter what was going on, they were still always there. Maybe they had to take a little break to handle family situations or whatever, but it just was, it was sad to hear some of the stories, but then again, you see the love of the company that these people have, the other distributors, and how passionate they are. And it was just an amazing experience. And just like Kathy said, all the training was great, and all the recognitions for those top achievers in sales and so forth. And also, yeah, to earn that trip, you have to really, to get the higher numbers, you should really focus on the fundraising and also building your team, because sponsoring, you get extra points, because it'd be really hard to sell that many candles, just retail sales, just trying to
Yeah,
sell
you
those candles.
can't do it, you're on your own.
There's too many, it's too much. So try to incorporate all the different aspects of the business, whether it be vendor shows, fundraising, face to face. You just really try to do some of each of those. And I think you can do it too. It's not easy, but hey, if this old lady could do it, anybody can do it, believe me. Watching a 3-year-old and doing this and trying to play with the 3-year-old. And I mean, I'm retired, but I'm busy too. And if I can do it, anybody can do it. You just got to find those little blocks of time every day and stay consistent. And some days you're going to feel like you're spinning your wheels and you're going to get discouraged, but just keep looking at your goal. Keep shooting for your goal, one step in front of the other. And most of all, just enjoy it, enjoy your business. We have a great, I'm rattling on.
No, you're doing great. You're
Sorry.
kind of talking about just keep going. That was one of the coolest things, is that all the leaders did their flop stories and getting back
Oh,
in the middle. So we each got up and told something about a failure that could have stopped us. And I can't tell you how many times that has happened to me. Oh my gosh. Like July, I had big hopes. I was going to sponsor, make all those double points, and it didn't happen. And I was disappointed, like, darn. But you can't let it stop you. So that was really a really cool thing that we came to realize, and we
yeah.
knew
I
everybody struggles. Everybody has issues, family problems, health issues, working full time. It's
Yeah.
not always easy. And if you let those failures, which we reclassified as maybe just disappointments, because nothing's a failure if you learned from it and you kept going. So I think that was one of the funnest, coolest things
It was.
about.
Yeah, I forgot about that. My story was I asked everybody, have you ever had some family members never buy from you? And and everybody raised their hand. And I
Their
go,
life.
oh, thank goodness,
Yeah.
not me. But it's true, and you could sit and dwell on it, and you can wonder why aren't they buying from me, and get mad and try to figure it out and let it ruin your day. Or you can just move on and find the people that are totally passionate about candles, because that's your target, that's your target market.
Right.
Not always family or friends. Some family and friends just don't care about candles, and they don't want to really buy. But then again, you never know, because down the road, my
Yep.
sister-in-law, I've been in it for over 10 years, and my sister-in-law never bought a candle from me. ever. But
Yeah.
she gives them for gifts and she loves them for Christmas and so forth. And
Yeah.
about 3 weeks ago, I got an email and it said I got a customer order, and guess who ordered?
Wow.
And I just thanked her and I said I appreciate you as my customer. And it
Yeah.
was, you never know, but you can't let things like that bother
No,
you.
you got to just get back in the saddle and keep going. And so it was a Western theme convention, but then we finished it off Sunday night with a big old party. We had an awesome meal with ribs and brisket and baked beans and corn on the cob, and oh my gosh, it was just delicious. And meeting with all of the other distributors from all over, dancing. Oh, we had some dancers that didn't want to stop. They was having a good time. So yes, it was so fun. But especially to spend that extra time with the Light Your Dream team. We had about 20 members, and boy, it was so fun to hang out in person and really, get to know each other better and, bounce off ideas. So again, I can't express how important these events are. And then, I hope you guys realize that you've got huge value in this team. When you look at like Allison and the awards that she got, this lady knows her stuff. You guys have huge resources in Allison and I. So, use us, learn from us, ask questions, pace with us, get it going, because you've got everything available to you. It's really just making that decision for yourself that it's something that you want to go for. Do you want to be on that trip? Well, you got to put it in your mind now, just like Shaylin's training, which was so special to me, that she got to get up on stage for the first time ever at a company event like this and do her training. And I just think, she's so smart, so
Yes.
smart.
Oh, she's fantastic.
Yeah.
She
So
got everybody in awe about the vision boards
yeah. So
and
put
how to
it in
make
your
a vision
mind.
board.
Got to do
And
it now for both
people
attending
are,
Fling and
yeah.
getting on the trip. And we'll make it happen. We all got to do it together. Well, we're about out of time. So like I said, there was just so much that happened in the 4 or 5 days that we were there. I just can't go over everything, but I tried to put as much as I could in our team group. And then as you've seen over the week, Kim has started to add more to the Bella Builders group, those BBs. So feel free to be taking the photos from there, start to market, get things going. It's an exciting time when new products are released. It gives you a reason to reach out to your customers, to your email list.
Fall
So
candle season's here. Fall candle season's here. And this is the busiest time starting right now
yeah,
until Christmas. This is
it's
when
now,
people,
guys. It's now. So let's do it big and hard and just keep going, and let us know what we can help you guys with. And then I really hope that we'll have more of you join us at next year's Fling at the company headquarters in Pennsylvania. So thanks for your insight tonight, Allison, and we'll see y'all on the group. So take care.
have a good night.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.